Welcome to Japan Explained, a multicultural podcast between two fun ladies, Jean and Yoko.
Hello everyone, welcome to Japan Explained. Today, I want to share about Japanese houses and common manners if you are invited and visit Japanese friend house. So I want to share with my explain with you. So, if you are a fan of Japanese anime, you might have seen this character named Doraemon, and this is his house. In most cases, when you are looking for a living place, a real estate agent will show you a floor plan like this. By checking the floor plan, you will get a lot of information. For example, the number of bedrooms and the size of living rooms and storage capacity, and you can imagine how much sunlight you could get from the direction it faces. So today, I would like to introduce Japanese-style rooms using photos of actual home where I grew up. So this is quite different from the kind of hotels you might typically stay while you visiting in Japan. As the house is 40 to 50 years old, so you may feel a little bit dated, old or not modern. However, I believe that you will find it to be truly ancient example of Japanese room. So here are photos of exterior and the entrance. Since this is a countryside, so this house is more spacious, larger than the typical modern house. So surrounded by the fields like farms, and it is also received enough natural sunlight. So when visiting a friend's house, maybe the host will typically meet you and greet you at the entrance. As a basic etiquette, you will meet your host and short greetings here. Then, once the host invites you inside, remove your shoes and go up one step, and then squat down to arrange your shoes nicely. At this point, position your shoes facing to exit so that they will easy to slip back into when you leave. So here is the living room and dining room. So my mom took those pictures in winter, so we could see kotatsu. The kotatsu is the table with the built-in heater and the blanket that covers all to trap the heat underneath. So the host will likely guide you to the living room. Then they will say, please make yourself at home and have a seat like that. So they may also offer you drink and perhaps even some little light refreshment or fruit. So once everyone has gathered, please present your gift to the host to show your host your expression of gratitude for the invitation. So in most cases, even when invited into the home, typically you can only enter as far as the living room. However, today I will show you much deeper inside. So here is the dining room and the kitchen. So maybe the unique shape white paper strips you may find in the photo of kitchen that is called shide, identical to those seen at Shinto shrines. They are like a marker for the space as a sacred place. So behind the reception room, behind the living room, we have the Japanese style room, which with TatamiMat, we call washitsu. In the washitsu, the Japanese style room, there is a Buddhist altar. Our Buddhist altar is made with wood because it's very old. But recently, we have smaller and modern style ones for new families. Next, let's talk about a little bit about restroom, toilet. So Japanese toilet often feature a heated seat as well as bidet or washlet functions. So they can truly be described as a multifunctional toilet. So then they are widely used not only in the airport or hotels, but also in ordinary single-family houses and apartments. So, and then the illustration on the right side of the slide shows a traditional Japanese-style toilet. I bet you will not encounter one nowadays. But maybe that was about 15 years ago, a traveler from overseas whom I met in the restroom told me that this type was too difficult to use. I really understand that. So next, rooms featuring fusuma sliding partitions can be freely adjusted in size. In the past, it was common for householders to host seasonal festivals and celebrations marking major life milestones, bringing together not only family members but also relatives and neighbors. I believe this is one of the reasons to have flexible room layout was standard in almost every houses. In recent years, however, lifestyle has shifted. People no longer tend to invite large groups into their house. And in newly built houses, it is difficult to see fusuma anymore. Personally, though, I quite fan of those old-style fusuma. And above the fusuma sliding doors lies a section known as ranma, a very dynamic and detailed wood carvings. It truly shows us how high level and skilled of the craftsmen in the past. So I will show you shoji that are just as charming as fusuma. Shoji are sliding paper doors, windows, and partitions that have been used since the Heian period. It means since the 8th century. The special paper known as washi allows just a light amount of sunlight to filter into the room. As shown in the photo on the right, using pattern into part of wooden frames or into the washi paper itself, it will be nicer and more elegant. Beyond the shoji door lies the hallway. I often recall my grandma sitting there in her wheelchair and enjoying the sunlight. So, and then let's heading back inside. We also had kamidana. Kamidana is a Shinto altar. And the thick rope attached to kamidana is called shimenawa. And it marks the boundary between the god and us. So, and maybe you can find some small fusuma doors featuring plum blossom motif. I think they are so charming. And speaking of Shinto, my family's situation may be somewhat unique, but we ensured the Ujigami, a guardian deity, within our property land. This deity is also referred to as Tochigami, that means land god. It is believed to be the protector of this very land. So that is all photos that I wanted to share with you today. At the end, when you leave, I recommend you to do this action with a slight bow to express your gratitude for having been invited. Then maybe your host will surely like waving until they cannot see you. So that is all for today. So thank you for watching. So please leave your message in the comment section. Like question, which part are you interested in Japanese houses? And anything you feel. So then see you in the next video of Japan Explained. Bye bye!
Right now, we're working on a book called Japan Explained. You don't want to miss it. So subscribe to our podcast or our YouTube channel and keep track of all the latest on www.japanexplained.net.